Scientists suggest something surprising. Sex is not just about pleasure. It triggers measurable changes in your brain, hormones, heart, and stress system. Have you ever noticed that after sex you feel calmer, sleepier, or more relaxed? Stay with us until the end because the science behind that feeling is more interesting than most people realize. During sexual activity, the brain's reward circuitry is involved, and sexual stimuli can activate dopamine-related reward pathways. After orgasm, the body also shifts into a different neurochemical state, with changes that favor relaxation rather than arousal. In other words, the after effect is not imaginary, it is a real brain-body transition. One of the best supported effects is stress regulation. Oxytocin, a hormone strongly linked with social bonding and stress control, is released in response to sexual activity. And human research shows oxytocin can reduce stress reactivity and lower cortisol in certain settings. That means sex may help the body come down from a high-stress state, at least for some people and in some contexts. Sleepiness after sex has a biological explanation. A recent review reports that after orgasm, oxytocin and prolactin rise while cortisol drops, which can create a sleep-promoting state. Supporting that, a review of more than 750 adults found that more than half reported improved sleep quality after masturbation to orgasm, and newer diary and pilot studies suggest sexual activity with orgasm may reduce sleep latency and improve objective sleep efficiency. Sex is also a physical activity. The American Heart Association says sexual activity is generally comparable to mild to moderate exertion for many people, and it is probably safe when heart disease is stable and well managed. That does not mean sex is a workout replacement, but it does explain why heart rate and circulation rise during the act. If someone has unstable chest pain, severe heart failure symptoms, or other concerning heart issues, medical guidance matters first. The immune story is more mixed, but there is some interesting evidence. In one study of college students, those reporting sex 1 to 2 times per week had higher salivary IgA, an antibody that helps defend mucosal surfaces, than the other groups. That is a promising signal, but it's not a guarantee that sex boosts immunity in every person. The evidence is still limited and not uniform. CDC data from the National Survey of Family Growth show that sexual experience is common in the United States. In one CDC analysis, by age 20, about 77% of young men and 79% of young women had ever had sexual intercourse. The same CDC survey is nationally representative for people ages 15 to 44, which makes it a strong source for U.S. sexual health data. Moreover, data reveals that individuals with a healthy sexual frequency have a 45% lower risk of developing cardiovascular disease compared to those with low frequency. Sex is not a cure for stress, insomnia, heart disease, or immune problems. The benefits are real, but they are modest and depend on the person, the relationship context, general health, and whether orgasm occurs. The science supports sex as one part of overall well-being, not a replacement for sleep, exercise, medical care, or mental health support. So, what happens after sex? For many people, the body moves toward relaxation. Reward circuits shift, stress hormones may drop, sleep can improve, and the heart gets a short burst of physical activity. That's why sex can feel calming, restorative, and emotionally satisfying. If you found this science-based breakdown helpful, subscribe to Healthy Science for more evidence-based videos that turn complex biology into clear, useful knowledge. To your health.